Yo, it's Brian here. Today, going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Going to be talking about the free agents for the 49ers this year and who they should re-sign and what have you. So, let's just get into it now. I think the first two free agents that I think, personally, that they should sign are Carlos Hyde and Eric Reid. The latter one is a little bit debatable, but I'll get into that in a second. But right now, I want to talk about Carlos Hyde. I think everyone can agree with me that the 49ers should sign him to an extension because I think he's a really damn good running back, and he's proved it for the past couple of years as a pure runner. If you're looking for a diverse running back, I don't know. He's not like Le'Veon Bell. He is a free agent as well for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know if the 49ers can get him. They probably could if they wanted to, but I'm not sure they're going to be going after him. Carlos Hyde, I think he's a great re-signing if they do it. I would do 2 or 3 years with him because he's getting up there in age. I don't know if his injury history is going to be holding up because he has been injured for the past couple of years, and that's pretty much the theme in the NFL. Everyone's getting injured. Unfortunately, I wish nobody would get injured, but it's part of the game, so you got to deal with it. Carlos Hyde has been getting injured for the past couple of years. I think he was healthy for the most part of this year, but he had a little bit of a down year because the quarterback play early on and the offensive line was really bad. When Jimmy Garoppolo came, he was a little bit better, and he was the number one dominant back. I wouldn't say dominant back, but he was the number one running back that they went to. With Joe Williams, I'm assuming he's going to be on the team. He hasn't played anything yet for the 49ers in the terms of the regular season, but I feel like he's going to be in the fold for the running back position. And also Raheem Mostert, I have no idea what's going on with him. He's a restricted free agent, so I don't know if he's going to be walking away, but I would definitely try to keep Carlos Hyde, definitely, if they can, for the next 2 or 3 years. Maybe if they don't keep him, maybe they're thinking, oh, it's time to move on from him. And if they do, I kind of don't blame him. At the same time, I would definitely keep Carlos Hyde so they don't have to look for one in the draft for the next couple of years, because I think Carlos Hyde has a lot in the tank left, and I think he can get a couple of 1,000-yard seasons maybe in 2 or 3 more seasons, in my opinion, with Jimmy Garoppolo as the quarterback. So I really think Carlos Hyde should be in the fold for the 49ers plans in the long-term future. I'd be definitely down to get Carlos Hyde because he's a pretty damn good running back, and even with the down year in 2017, I think that was just a little down year because of circumstances, but other than that, he can rush for 1,000 yards if he wanted to, in my opinion. If he could have a better team, if he could stay out of injuries, then I think it would be a good idea to keep him. Eric Reid, that is more of a, not controversial, I'm trying to think of a better word. What's a better word for Eric Reid as a free agent? A polarizing pick, I would say, because Eric Reid, he has a lot of talent, as you all know. I mean, the first year in the NFL, rookie year, with Trent Baalke and what have you, Jim Harbaugh, when they were all good, made the NFC Championship, yay. He was really good. Went to a Pro Bowl, really good for a rookie season, but had 2 concussions. I don't want to get into a history lesson, but he was really good early on and then struggled a little bit with Jim Tomsula and Chip Kelly. Jim O'Neill, I know, yay. But then this year, he struggled big time early on in the season. Then he went to linebacker. He was actually all right as a linebacker. I would give him that. And then he went to strong safety, I think, because Tart got injured, and he did a serviceable job, I would say, and I would be definitely down to be signing him to a 2 or 3 year deal as well. I wouldn't go super long term. I don't know if I can trust Eric Reid with his injury history as well. Gosh, everyone with injuries and concussions. Yes, concussions is a serious issue. You don't want to get too many concussions because that is a pretty bad thing, I would say. I think he would be a good addition to the 49ers. Well, I wouldn't say addition, an extension for the 49ers. I don't know if he's going to be a starter because Tart was a pretty damn good defensive back. He had a really nice interception against the Carolina Panthers. I remember that. I think that put him on the 49ers map. I don't know if Tart is the long-term answer. I know he had a really good season, but it was only a small sample size, and he got injured near the middle of the season. So, I don't know. I would definitely keep Eric Reid for insurance policy if they really believe Tart is going to be the long-term starter for the 49ers. But other than that, I would still keep him no matter what. And I think he's still capable of being a starter in the NFL. And also the whole national anthem controversy. I don't know if teams are willing to take him as much, but I still think if he does test the free agent market, then somebody will sign him definitely because he has talent. I really believe the 49ers should sign him and maybe franchise tag him because it's only going to be like $10 million from what I'm hearing if they do franchise tag him, so it's not really the biggest hit in terms of salary cap. It's not going to be like Kirk Cousins' $25 million deal or whatever for 1 year. I would be definitely down to get Eric Reid for another 2 to 3 years in case of an insurance policy if they believe Tart's the starter, which he did a pretty damn good job in 2017 before getting hurt, and he's a capable starter if warranted. I think the only problem with him is just coverage against Titans, but other than that, he can tackle, he can do a little curl up coverage. I don't know, I don't want to get into technicalities of football. I'm more of a guy that likes to talk about general football, not really play by play. You might want to go to somebody else for that. I'm talking about just my eye test pretty much. I think he did an alright job this year, even though he struggled early on. So I'll be definitely down to give him a 2 or 3 year deal. If he's asking for too much money, definitely don't sign him because I don't think he's worth big money, but I think he's up there with the middle to upper middle, but not the highest paid safety in the NFL. So that's just me. 2 free agents right there. I would definitely keep Carlos Hyde and Eric Reid. Another one I would pick, it's a tough one. I'm looking at the list right now. Tank Carradine, I don't know. It's kind of hard because he's doing okay, but at the same time, injury problems. I can't really say anything about that because I think he's still hampered by injuries. It's kind of hard to give me a case to keep him as a 49er, but we'll see then. And what else? Louis Murphy. I would definitely be down to keep Louis Murphy as well. I think he did a pretty damn good job with Jimmy Garoppolo. He did score Jimmy Garoppolo's first touchdown against the Seattle Seahawks in the waning seconds of the game against the Seahawks at Levi Stadium. I think it was at Levi Stadium. Yeah, it was at Levi Stadium. He had some nice catches against the Chicago Bears. I remember some of those. And he's a pretty serviceable receiver, I would say, but I don't think they're going to be re-signing him because they have a plethora of talent with Trent Taylor, Marquise Goodwin, Pierre Garçon, Victor Bolden Jr., and Kendrick Bourne. There's a lot of good talent on the wide receiver position, although they do need to look for a dominant number 1 receiver. Well, not dominant number 1 receiver, but a really, really reliable number 1 receiver, I would say, because Marquise Goodwin's more of a downfield guy and Pierre Garçon's in the middle, I guess you can say, middle edge, trying to not to get too technical with it. They should still be looking for a wide receiver, but I don't know. That's just me. I would be definitely down to keep Louis Murphy for another year or two because I think if we have to look back years from now, if the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl and what have you in 2018, 19, 20, then we could say Louis Murphy kind of started our little dynasty. I wouldn't say dynasty, but a little good run because of that touchdown, Jimmy Garoppolo to Louis Murphy. I think everyone will remember that. If he doesn't stay, then wish him the best of luck, but I'd be down to keep him as well. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. You guys wanted to keep this video a little bit short. It's kind of a long video, but I would be definitely down to keep Carlos Hyde, Eric Reid to 2 to 3 year deals, and Louis Murphy as well, maybe on a 1 year deal. I would talk about more players, but I'll probably do another video about other players that we should keep in, we should pretty much let go for this year. So want to keep this video short. And yeah, just please let me know what you guys think about free agency for the 49ers in-house. Who should they keep and who should they let walk? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Definitely be nice to hear you guys. And also my Q&A, I would probably have that next week. I got some questions. I did look at a couple of them, but I would definitely be answering most of them next week. So be on the lookout for that. And if you guys like this, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this. And I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow when I talk about free agency on other teams and who the 49ers should sign. So be interesting there. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a good day.